guys, and welcome to Painting with Me. Today, what we're going to paint is Kuchisake Onna. Onna means woman, by the way. Kuchi means mouth. I want to say sake means cut, but I can't 100% guarantee that that is correct. But it's Japanese, and it's actually this game is based on a folklore where it's Japanese folklore where there is some kind of woman who I can't remember how she came to be, but she for some reason slit her mouth and had like this huge like the Joker basically. I need to find out the whole story about her. Anyway, so basically, what is this game about? So it's a walking simulator. You have you have one button that you can use, or actually you have two, but one of them is not necessary at all technically, because I managed to like finish the game without using it. So it's left mouse button and right mouse button. You're walking around. You're in some kind of house. You wake up in a huge room, and from this room, you this is you. And from this room, you need to find your way out to the next room. So basically, you're going through a few of these rooms in this house. You do discover that throughout the game, there's some notes on the walls, basically, and you go and you read them. You kind of start to understand what the story is about. One thing that I have to say that I really liked about this game is that if you did not zoom in on this note, it actually said if you would have flipped it upside down, like moved it upside down, it would say something in the lines of you did not zoom in to read this note, and that is what's going to kill you, more or less. Which I thought it was really, really hilarious that they added something like that, and that gives me a sense that these developers are thinking outside the box, and they are actually looking into it a little bit deeper than just finding a note, zooming in on it, read it. It's those simple things that shows that they are thinking about a lot of details when it comes to this game. It was actually quite a nice game too. I didn't think that the graphics or so was that bad. I did have a little bit of lag when I started the game, but it's not really it wasn't present throughout the whole game. At least not I didn't feel it. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I didn't see it. Anyway, so you find these notes, you find out what happened. So we have Michisuko, I think their name was. I think it was Michisuko. Something like that. And basically, there's two people in this story, and you find out what happened with this person and the other person who's basically they're trying to do a ritual to become immortal. You figure this out quite early in the game. So when you start to move forward into some of these rooms, you basically find these notes everywhere. You also will find an enemy in this game. The first time I found it, I yelled. I was not prepared for it. So basically, you are in a very dark corridor. You're walking around. You're going like around a corner, and then you move forward, and you know that there's a door here that you're supposed to go to. But then suddenly, here, there is this woman with super big smile that has a knife, and she wants to kill you. So your best thing, because you have no possibility to defend yourself or anything, is to run. Basically, you need to kite her into different positions so that she will follow you. You will get to a safe spot, and then in most of the cases, you need to kind of drag her away from where you need to go. So if you go into this door, you drag her out here, and then you yourself kind of runs around her and then back into the door. I think there is. I think it was 4 different doors that you needed to go to in order to kind of progress to the next level. I think that it wasn't too bad, honestly. But yes, you go there. You go. I think it was about 4 levels that you go through to be able to proceed into the game, and all of these. Except for technically the first one, you have this woman with you that is trying to kill you. In the first one, you kind of don't have because they're kind of introducing you to what the backstory of the game is, which is also think it's nice because you have a possibility to understand the game and understand what is actually happening and why this happened more or less. So you kind of get hints for it and you start to learn a little bit of the mechanics that you need to go find keys, for example. Because some of these doors you actually do need to have a oh hello. You need to have a key to open, and without the key, you are screwed. I think I think it was kind of a nice game in general. I think it wasn't too bad. I gave this game a 5 out of 10 because it's quite short. I don't think it should be longer either. I don't think I paid that much for it either, so I kind of feel like it was worth the money. But it wasn't super good and it wasn't super bad. The only problem is that this woman that are walking, she walks in a predictable pattern, which means that you at I think it was the two last kind of levels. I just needed to find her walking pattern, basically run past her without her even seeing me in that level. So it was a little bit too easy in that way. But I don't. I it was a little bit scary in the beginning. It's like quite scary atmosphere, but I don't think it was exceptionally like wow, and I don't think it was exceptionally bad either. I think it was a decent game, honestly. So I gave it a 5 out of 10. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.